Good morning. The time almost got away from me once again, but it is 5:44. Just want to make sure the time is off a little bit on the clock and my computer, so I have to check back there to make sure it's what I'm saying it is. I can't just look at the little number at the bottom of the screen. Anyway, I got a few hours of sleep last night. I didn't go to bed till after 1 o'clock, posting my video, about 20, well, around 20 after midnight, and going to bed a little bit after 1. And I woke up a little bit after 4, and I laid there and I meditated for a full hour before I actually got out of bed, pondering the topic for today and thinking about yesterday's video, which I watched when I first got up, or actually listened when I first got up. I used to be able to go into the meditation room or out into the atrium. I could still go into the atrium, I suppose, but now with the family here, I'd have to get dressed, and I only put my shirt on that I wore last night for today. The title of the video that I came up with is Terms of Surrender, Full Disclosure. If we could make the corporation die, what would be the terms of surrender for those who have controlled this monster of deception and injustice? I have one answer: absolute truth. Yes, we, the entire world, needs to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We need full disclosure of all the workings of the matrix of control and domination. In my opinion, only that kind and scope of truthfulness can set humanity and the whole world free. Without full disclosure, including all the secret treaties with ETs and alien races involved, we cannot create a world that works for everyone. There does not need to be punitive action if everyone, without exception, is merely required to tell the truth. Yes, full disclosure is the first step in full accountability for every being. No more secrets. No more man behind the curtain. For far too long, the world that we live in has been a world of lies. Lies upon lies upon lies. Everything has been distorted. Everything has been bent out of shape. Everything has been hidden. It's been a world of secrets. Secret alliances, secret agreements, secret treaties, secret this, secret that. I mean, in our modern governments, which are part of the corporation of the world, if you will, our modern governments pass volumes of statutes and what they call laws, but they're not laws, because you can't have a law. Any law against natural law is automatically null and void. That is the law. You can't make a law that deprives people of their natural rights. You can't do that. But yet governments do it all the time. They pass what they call laws. All of it is a smokescreen. All of it is fraud. All of it is deception. All of it has the purpose of control. All of it is a crime against humanity. My humanity, your humanity, everyone's humanity. These are crimes. Awful things have been done on behalf of these criminals that make these laws. Now, it's understandable with all the truth that's out there now that people can tune into if they choose. It's understandable that some of these criminals might be just a little bit afraid of what might happen to them. That some of the atrocities that they have visited upon the people of the world might be returned back to them. And of course, that would be a violent change. And I, for one, do not want more violence. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And we just can't do that. We just can't have that mindset if we're going to bring peace and prosperity to the whole planet. Truth and justice, though, have to come first. But justice, as I've said again and again recently, justice is not about punitive measures. It's not about making someone pay with violence for their actions. Pay, yes. Pay with some of their wealth or assets, which is all fiction too. But shifting that from the people that have controlled the monetary resources to those from whom they have stolen that value. That's not without which. We're not going to get to where I envision us going without this happening. Now, what could make this happen? Well, as I said, full disclosure involves all the treaties that our government leaders have made with extraterrestrials, and that is reality, folks. That is something, when most people hear the word disclosure, that's what they think about. Disclosure of the ETs, of the alien races from other galaxies and even from this galaxy, other solar systems, if you will. The treaties that they have made with the Greys and with whatever other entities they've made these treaties with. All of this needs to be disclosed. All of the games that have been going on in the universe need to be revealed. Because without truth, there can't be freedom. Without truth, there can't be justice. Without truth, there can't be peace or prosperity or blessings for everybody. And we will continue to live in a world that is fear-based, a world of the lie, a world where people violate the rights of other people, violate the free will, and harm and harm and harm, oftentimes, as it has been, with impunity. The people that actually make the decisions never pay the price because they've been able to hide behind the veil of secrecy, also known as the corporate veil or the limited liability veil. This has to end, folks. We cannot create a sustainable world that goes against nature and destroys the very home that we inhabit, namely Mother Earth. We keep destroying her and destroying her and destroying her, and it's the corporation and people that run the corporations that are responsible for that destruction, and they need to be held accountable for that, at the very least, by requiring them to tell the truth, by allowing the positive extraterrestrials, the angelic realm, if you will, to become involved, and to become involved by invitation. Stand with us. You have the technology that no one can hide from the truth. You know the truth. You have the records in the Akashic records that everyone can be forced to look at. And I don't like to use the word forced, but some people may not want to look there. And everybody needs to look at the records of truth. This is your life. What are you going to do? You're going to deny it? Here it is. Here's what you did. Here's the secret film that was made. Here's the recording that was made of your conversation where you made the deal to hurt someone else, to take someone else's home, to take someone else's property, to take someone else's freedom from them, and arrest people and hurt people. And it was you that made that decision. It was you that was working behind the scenes, and you that created the kangaroo courts that weren't courts at all, but were privately owned enterprises for profit. And it was nothing more than a fraud and a scam and a Ponzi scheme. It was nothing more than a racket. And you created the racketeering. You judges, you politicians, you attorneys, you bankers, you created it. You CEOs, you created it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to try to play this game? We know the truth. We know the truth, and you need to tell the truth. You need to own your own actions. At the very least, you need to own what you have done. No hiding. No smokescreens any longer. No getting the media to cover for you. No, the whole truth needs to be revealed, and nothing but the truth. So help you, so help all of us, so help God. We are God. In many forms, in many expressions. We are the ones that have within us all of the aspects of the matrix and all of the aspects of the kingdom of heaven. We have them both within us. Are we going to make the choice to be fully accountable, to be fully responsible for telling what we have done, for telling on ourselves? Yes, there will be weeping and wailing, perhaps, gnashing of teeth, who knows? But the most important thing is that when we tell the truth and we reveal all of the pain that's been pent up inside of us, underneath all that crap is love. Underneath all that crap is the very thing that can transform our individual lives and our collective society. Because underneath the truth and the pain of all the wounds is love. I've seen it again and again. When people release their bitterness, release their anger, release their fear by just simply telling on it, something happens and compassion comes out. I've watched it in workshop after workshop. And we need to do this on a much larger scale so that everybody can be free. Now, is this doable at this time in our history? In my opinion, if it's not, many more will die unnecessarily. Much more pain will be inflicted. There will be much more horrendous action of the earth and of people causing pain on the earth. I, for one, don't want that. And to those of you that have been known as the Illuminati or the Jesuits or the Zionists or the politicians or whatever you've been known as, I call you all the corporation. Surrender, please. And surrender to the terms. Tell the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help you God. I want you to think about this. I want everybody to think about this. Are you willing to continue to inflict pain on others, thinking that you are immune from that pain? I think you're probably beginning to realize that there is no immunity from the pain and suffering caused by lies and deception. You don't escape. You can't escape. There is no escape. You are accountable. You are responsible. I am accountable. I am responsible for me, but you are for you. We each are responsible. And telling the truth is the only way home. And then we can unleash the creativity that's part of our very nature and create the systems and create the new world, the world that works for everyone, the world where there is justice based on truth, based on natural law, the world where there can be peace and prosperity. It's not about human nature being bad. It's about humans being lied to again and again and again. Let's tell the truth. Let's have full disclosure as soon as possible. Thank you for listening. Namaste.